pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First down, Bears.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And all the way down to the 29. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way. And they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Go, go.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he's got it. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might you go for it?
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Time ready. White 25. Double tight, guys. Double tight. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. And that's complete to Cooks. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll let it go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Oh, you got D? Watch right there. Watch right there. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
3rd and long for Winston. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. That one 28 yards on the ground. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Darnold. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Succop, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Darnold on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. That is caught by Cohen.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Darnold on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Bears.
On 1st and 10, Darnold steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 46-yard line.
Ready, ready. 55, Mike 55. Hey, move. Check. Begin. Hey, switch.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Let's wait. Check. Lucky.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He gets it to Cooks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down by a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 16, Darnold. That's complete to White. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. James White, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Back at the 16-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Not today.
Winston now. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First down, Winston. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson. His 2nd sack of the night. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Cohen. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From his end zone, 3rd and long for Darnold. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Darnold. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Wait.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And his pass incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now it's Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, here's White. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Kill. Now, lady.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. This is caught. It's Cooks. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chicago.
55. 53. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire